and welcome back to my channel. My name is Simone and I am the owner of House of Hair. So today I wanted to talk to you about glue-ins. The dreaded glue-ins. Everyone's got a horror story about glue-in hair extensions of some sort. Everyone that comes to me does anyway. I used to offer glue-ins, also known as fusion bonds. Cold fusion is the same sort of thing, it's just not heat that's used to fit them. So everyone's got a horror story that comes to me about the glue-ins. I used to do them, don't do them anymore, and I just want to inform you to why I don't use them, why I don't think they're very good for your hair. A lot of people say, oh, it's not glue-ins, I've got keratin tips. It is glue. No if, buts or babies, no sugarcoating it. It is glue. It's a lot nicer glue than it used to be, and a tiny bit of keratin there, but at the end of the day, it is glue. So basically, the three methods that I use are micro rings, nano rings, and LA weave. I use these methods because they are best value for money. You can keep reusing the hair. You have your 6 to 10 week maintenance or 6 to 12 week maintenance on them, and you can keep reusing the hair. What I find with the fusion bonds is I say you can't reuse them. You wear them for 3 months, have them taken out, have a new set put back in. Some people will re-tip them for you. They will reapply the glue and re-tip them for you. You lose quite a lot of hair in the process, so you will never get back in what you had taken out. So most people will just remove the set after 3 months, some 4 months, and then you have to buy a whole new set of hair to have put back in. So firstly, you don't have any maintenance throughout your 3 to 4 month period of wearing these hair extensions. As it gets about 6 weeks, you get about 1 inch of growth. So you're talking about 2 inches of growth, 3, even 4 months of regrowth on your hair. So when your hair extensions are hanging this low in your head, this is when you can get lots of matting. This is when lots of the dead hairs that would have naturally just fallen out of your hair, they get trapped in the sections, and then they all want to sort of intertwine to one another. You will find with hair extensions anyway that they do like to come together. They don't like to stay in their nice neat sections, so you do have to separate them yourselves and keep them apart. As they grow down lower, it's a lot harder to do this. Another reason, when your fusion bonds have grown out and you're brushing your hair, you're going to get your hairbrush caught in that section where your head is here, your hair extension is growing out down here, and then you've got this big gap here, and when you're brushing, you're going to get it caught. 9 times out of 10, you're going to rip your hair extension out, and then your hair's going to come out from the root. And when you have maintenance with the other methods that I offer, 6 weeks or 6 to 10 weeks, you have them removed, you have it brushed, all the dead hair brushed through, and then you have a new ring, and then you have it put back up to the root. Well, not right up to the root, but back up, so it's not hanging around or anything like that. This keeps your hair a lot healthier. When you let your hair extensions grow down that far, the section that your hair extensions will be on will get thinner and thinner and thinner until it snaps, and or it pulls your hair out from the root, and then you end up with bald patches. So I must say, fusion bond hair extensions have come a long way since they were first brought out. They used to be very bulky, the glue used to be really horrible, and it is a lot nicer now, and the bonds are a lot neater, but at the end of the day, it's still glue, and you can't have maintenance with them either, and you're just chucking money away, really, paying for a nice, if you've got that money to do that, then that's fair enough, like, you do you. But if you haven't, you're just chucking, you might as well just light your £20 notes on fire, because you're buying a whole new set of hair. 3 months later, you got to chuck it away, get another new whole set of hair. And not even to mention the removal process of having the fusion bonds. Acetone, or some people use acetone, some people use like alcohol based, some people use like an oil based remover. Mostly it's acetone that gets rid of this residue in your hair, and you see soak it, clamp it, brush it out, and it's sticky, it's just messy, and most of the time you're gonna be brushing out lots of your natural hair as well. You're gonna lose quite a lot of hair from the removal. I will actually do a video for you to show you the difference of removing all my 3 methods and a glue-in as well, so I can show you the difference between those ones. Another thing is tape hair extensions. I don't actually do tape hair extensions. It's not something that I've ever offered. They keep going in and out of being popular, so at one point they got really popular and then they were really quiet, and then it died down a bit, and now it's got to the point where it's really popular again. I think tape hair extensions look amazing, so they do look great, and the application is very easy, very quick. I know this because I had a client and she's a hair extension technician herself, so she asked me to do it. She was like, oh, I've got these tape-ins, can you put them in for me? And I was like, girl, are you sure you want me to put tape-in extensions in your hair? She had fusion bonds, and I tried to get her to do micro rings, which was none of it. So she was like, yes, please do it for me. So I was like, right, okay, this is good. I'm going to try these tape-ins, and then I can see how they are in a few weeks' time, how she gets on with them. So then if she likes them, if they're nice and easy, then maybe I'll offer them as a service. So I put them in for her, nice quick application. It looked beautiful. It was like black root with grey, and they looked amazing. Messaged her in about 6 weeks' time, asked her how she's got on with them, and she was just, all I got was, oh my god. I was like, oh no, what's happened? So she said that it started slipping out, and they're very sticky, and her hair got matted, and then it just ended up being a big crazy mess. So I was like, okay, so that's the end of that then. Like, there's no chance I'm going to offer them to my clients if they're prone. And she's a hair extension technician, she knows how to look after her hair extensions, so if that's happening to her, then I'm not even going to risk it with my clients whatsoever. I do actually think that the tape extensions are good for things like photo shoots, for weddings, just like maybe like a prom, just events that they would be worn for a short amount of time. They look really good when they're put up because they're like invisible, so if you have like a big hair up for a wedding, then they do look really good for that. But I would use them as a temporary hair extension like solution. I wouldn't use them as something you're constantly going to keep having redone. Basically it's just glorified double-sided tape in your hair. So that's what you got to think, like that's what you're putting in your hair. I just don't like it. I just try to stay away from anything sticky or anything like that at all, because I think it's just asking for trouble in a sense. So that's the reason why I don't offer any fusion bonds or any tape hair extensions. With my hair extensions, you can all have your maintenance done every 6 to 10 weeks. Keep reusing your hair until your hair is at the end of its life, and only then do you have to invest in a new set of hair. So then you're getting more value for money. I've had a lot of people that always come to me with their hair extensions, and they'll have a horror story about their glue-ins, that they really hurt their hair, they got matted, they were sticky, they lost loads of hair, like they got bald patches and all that sort of thing. But then they also say, oh, but I've had micro rings and they all fell out. So I will leave that to another video where I will talk to you about the 3 methods that I offer and why they might have fallen out, and etc, etc. So I hope this video has been informative for you and helped you understand a little bit more about the glue-in hair extensions and why you shouldn't be using them. Please remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know when I've posted a video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!